This time on Makers and Shakers, we got What's Up Picciuto, the top 5 video countdown tool of the week. What your coffin would look like if you made it and more. Check it. Welcome, my friends, to episode number 3 of Makers and Shakers, a show that highlights people shaking it up in the world of woodworking, art, crafts, and building. And we have a great show today. How are you doing? Today, I will be making a Moscow mule, and here is how that's done. Got a little in my stash. First things first, what is up with my channel name change? As you probably know me as the Drunken Woodworker, I recently switched from the Drunken Woodworker to Drunken Wood, and now we are at our final stage of the name change for the YouTube channel, which is Make Something. The reason for the name change is there's been some high school classes that have made my bandsaw boxes. I'm getting letters from kids, and it just doesn't feel right anymore. It's just really weird and awkward to be called the Drunken Woodworker when I'm talking to kids. And so it is time for the name change. I had been stressing out about it, trying to figure out what to do, and finally decided we're just gonna call it Make Something. That being said, what have I been up to? Well, since we last talked, I put out 2 videos. Put out the Harbor Freight video, my top 5 tools from Harbor Freight, and oh man, did that get quite a reaction. There are some Harbor Freight people who just love their tools, and then there are the haters, and I made some interesting interactions in the comments, but good stuff. And then just yesterday, I put out this video on making these stereo speakers made to look like a vintage orange guitar amp. So check that out here. I also have been hanging out on Periscope a lot lately. I've been enjoying that. It's a great way to do live things from the shop. I am actually on Periscope right now. What's up, my Periscope peeps? How you doing? Say hi. So if you're not familiar with Periscope, it's a company owned by Twitter, and it's just made for live streaming, and the comments show right up on the screen. They're overlaid on the screen, and people can touch the screen for all the hearts. I can see people saying hi now. I see hearts on my screen. It's really fun. I'm enjoying Periscope. So I think it's a mobile only app, so you have to download it to your phone, but it is fun and good stuff. Do I say good stuff enough? Probably too much. All right, it is time for this week's video. First video, extreme briefcase table. Check it. Have you guys seen the extreme briefcase table video? Probably not, because only 175 people have seen it. Check that out. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, coming in at number 4, make a Bluetooth amplifier.
It's only $15 including shipping. As amps go, it really is quite a bargain. Special tools for this, as the aluminium is thin enough for us to trim them down by scoring grooves in the sheet's surface and then bending the aluminium along these grooves. They need to be connected in series so that they work like one big battery pack with an output of around 12 to 15 taller 25mm standoffs to the base sheet on either side of the smaller battery pack. All we need to do is insert the jack into its hole, and after the startup sound, it's ready to pair with any Bluetooth device you want.
Oh man, I love it, love it, love it. Really cool stuff. I actually have a set of speakers that I want to do this to. Had no idea how to do it, and now I do. Really good stuff. Oh, check out that channel. DIY perks. Good stuff all around. Coming in at number 3, how to make a 3-legged stool by Mitchum Dillman. Have a look.
I got 18. 18. Got that's how we make a three-legged log stool. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next
This dude's channel is awesome, and I'm learning so many great welding techniques and tricks from him. Number 2, the leather coffee cup sleeve. Check it. Oh man, such a beautiful sleeve and entertaining video. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, coming in at number 1, the Shipping Container Workshop by Cottage Life DIY. Check it.
So,
Ow!
here we go. Ooh. Well, how about that?
I believed this building was going to be wood, and then the sea can came in on the back of the truck. I couldn't believe my eyes. Look what it turned into.
Deck for building and a rooftop patio for putting your feet up after a long day.
You can see a lot from up here.
You can.
Swim platform, shower. What do you want to do?
Build something. we should
Are you
organize.
kidding me? That is crazy awesome. Those doors are awesome. It's got the upper deck. Just so cool. Love it, love it, love it. Here's to you. Before we get into the next segment, I'd like to remind you that you can support this show by contributing on Patreon. $1 a month is all I ask, and that gets you advanced viewings of my videos, as well as an ad-free and extended version of this show. That is right. The only way you can see the extended version of this show is through Patreon. All right, that's enough of that. Moving on. It is time for the Amazon Tool of the Week. Every week I show you a tool that I personally use and provide you an Amazon link to that tool. Purchasing anything on Amazon through this link helps support this show. And this week's tool is the Wixie Digital Angle Gauge. I love this thing. You've seen me use it in my project videos before, but basically how it works is you set it on your table saw, you zero it out, then you put it up on your blade, and then you can tilt your blade to an exact 45-degree angle or whatever angle that you want. It's just really easy. I don't have to get out any kind of protractors. I don't have to do any math. I guess you don't have to do math anyway. But anyways, it just makes finding the right angles very easy on the table saw. I suppose you could do this on the bandsaw and other tools, but mostly I just use it on the table saw. That is the Wixie Digital Angle Gauge. I think it is $30 on Amazon, but it is a great buy, so please check that out. It is time for this week's question, and this week I asked you, if you were tasked to make your own coffin, what would it look like? Here we go. Crap, like all my stuff. Traditional pine box, already made, currently serving as a coffee table. Are you serious? Really? Are pocket holes allowed? Nobody's gonna be looking at your joinery when you're dead. It would be upside down so my ex-wife can kiss my ass. Michael, I think you have some things to work out with your ex-wife before you go. A bandsaw box made by the Drunken Woodworker. That is how you get on the show right there. But that is going to be one expensive bandsaw box. Trash can. It would be an urn because caskets are for rich folk. I think you mean Republicans. About half done, like all of our projects, right? Concrete and glass, it needs to be cold and stark. And finally, I've already built one of these. I just call it my workshop. Be sure to follow my ass on Facebook and Twitter to be involved in the weekly questions. Good stuff this week, good stuff. If you are new to the show, please subscribe, as I also put out how-to videos here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope, and a bunch of other places. On my website, you'll find even more tutorials, as well as plans, project kits, stickers, t-shirts, and more. And if that isn't enough, I also do an audio podcast with Jimmy DiResta and Bob Claggett called Making It, where we talk about the mental game of making. And this week we answer viewer questions. It's really good stuff. Love it, love it, love it. That came out just today, so please check that out. Speaking of Jimmy DiResta, if you are not aware, Jimmy DiResta has a toy backer campaign that is about 51% funded with 28 days left. And what this does is you contribute to this campaign and you get an action figure of Jimmy DiResta. Are you kidding me? An action figure of Jimmy DiResta. Spike, his cat, was just added to entice people to join this crowdfunding campaign. What he's going to do with the money is build a makerspace retreat out at his ranch house. So it is all going to good stuff. So please check that out. That is it, folks. Be safe, stay passionate, and make something.